Hi, my name is Tim Mobley, and welcome to How to Checkmate with a King, Bishop, and Knight, and so much more. Available in stores. My book's available in stores everywhere. So, today we're going to focus in on how to checkmate with a king and two bishops. But not this method, which I've shown you earlier in one of my videos, but how to do it randomly. So let's say this bishop's here, this bishop's here, and this king is here. Now the question is, how do we do it randomly? Well, that is a good question. Start off with, what we want to do is we want to get the king, the bishop, and the knight together. That's always helpful. So in this case, we can put the bishops here and then bring the king all the way down here only to push it back up. Or we can get the bishops up here, right next to the king. That's probably easier, right? Yes, so let's do that. So to start off with, let's see, well, let's get this bishop right next to the king. That's easy. Then this comes here. Now let's get this other bishop so that it'll be able to get next to the other king, to the king as well. So let's say that comes here. And now, we got that bishop right there. And in just 3 moves, we have the king right next to the 2 bishops. Just like that. Now, already we've learned how to checkmate with a king, bishop, and 2 bishops the basic way. So like say, for example, if this king comes here, you want to lead with your king. You don't want to lead with your bishops. Because if you lead with your bishop here, that's perfectly fine. But if you make a mistake and you lead with the bishop here, well, then that bishop can get taken and it's game over with an automatic draw. So, lead with your king. Now I know this is a hard concept to grasp for a lot of people because they're used to tucking their king to safety. That's what you do in the opening. You want to tuck your king to safety, but in the end game, when there's no chance of your king being checkmated, then you want to lead with your king. Your king is a very powerful piece because wherever it moves, the other king cannot push it away. So, let's say this comes here, and then, now that you push me back with your king, with this king, you thread the bishops towards the king, and then you level out, just like that. Now, this king doesn't have to stay here. If it does go here, again, you stay a nice little way, push me back. If it goes here, the king stays a nice little way, pushing you back, and then once it's pushed back, you thread the bishops. But it doesn't have to be that way. What if this king decides, I'm just going to come back this way? What do we do here? Well, the answer is, you shadow with one of the bishops. So, if the king moves diagonally backwards on a dark square, you want to shadow with the dark square bishop, just like that. So again, if it goes back like this, continue to shadow with the dark square bishop. And then, if this king decides to come here and look to break out here, you just level out with the bishops. See that? So, this king comes here, and then once again, you bring the king up. This king comes here, that blocks here, that goes there. Again, thread the bishops towards the king, level out. King comes here. King comes here, a nice move away. Once you push me back, thread the bishops towards the king, and then level out. Now, we're used to dealing, let's say this king comes here now. We're used to dealing with the king being on the 3rd rank and the 3rd file. And we know what to do here. We know how to checkmate here because we've done it over here. As a matter of fact, we're going to just jump over here real quick. We'll get back to where we were before. See, the king's on the 3rd rank and the 3rd file. This is what we're used to. So, if that happens, you move the bishop back because you want this king to replace it. And again, if you have trouble with any of this, just check out how to checkmate with the king, 2 bishops, an earlier video, the basic system. The king replaces the bishop, then it's check, and then finally it's checkmate. But over here, it would be the same way. It's just a different direction. Now, this bishop guards this square and this square, this bishop guards this square and this square. So it creates a box. My king is trapped in that box. What you want to do is you want to get this king to replace this bishop. So you move this bishop back this way now, so that it still guards this square. King comes here, that goes there, that goes here, and now it's checkmate to each move has to give a check. So it's check, and then finally mate. And again, I went faster because we've gone over this before. But now I want to go over one more thing. What happens when the king is not on the third rank and the third file? Well, then we use a different method. If the king's on, let's say, the first file in the third rank or the second file in the third rank, let's put it there for now, just to give you an example. We use a totally different method. So let's say this king moves here. Now, you want to cut off the square where it just came from because you're trying to push me over here. And this goes over here. Then you cut off the square where it just came from. Then this goes over here. Now, one of the reasons why I don't teach this method right away is because, again, it leads to a lot of stalemates. So keep that in mind. I recommend this method if your king happens to be on the third rank and the first file or the second file. But I'd rather your king be on the third rank and the third file to avoid this. Because if you move this bishop here to cut off this square, that's stalemate. But it's a simple fix. All you need is a waiting move with the bishop. So just move this bishop back once. And then when this king moves over here, then it's check, only move, and then finally checkmate. So again, it's an easy fix, just doing the waiting move. But keep in mind, this is a very precarious checkmate. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have that waiting move there to make sure you don't stalemate your opponent as opposed to checkmate your opponent. Thank you.